What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Sundown Audio unofficial YouTube channel. My name's Derek, and today's video is going to be quick, short, and sweet, all about the basics, how to wire up your Sundown Audio / Sundown Powersports SAM v.2 multi-channel amplifiers. We're going to go wire by wire, show where each one goes, what to do with it, as well as turn the amp on, show how to connect the Bluetooth on the amplifier. That's something all new for the brand new 2022 season. Sundown Powersports SAM v.2 multi-channel amplifiers have Bluetooth connectivity. No head unit required. Shoot your tablet, phone, anything, Bluetooth signal straight to it. So we're going to turn the amp on. We're going to connect the Bluetooth, and we're going to play it and power what you see in the background here, some of our Sundown Powersports BPS coaxials. That's right. We're going to hook it up. We're going to do a listening test as well. All the products we're going to highlight today, the SAM amplifiers, the BPS coaxials, they are all in stock, shipping right now, available right now at sundownpowersports.com and your local brick and mortar Sundown Powersports dealer. Also, merch coming in, but the t-shirts like I'm wearing currently, t-shirts available right now at our merch store, sundownunofficial.com. I'll make sure those links are in the description. So give me just a second. We're going to flip this camera around, dive right in, go over how to wire up your SAM v.2 amplifier, wire by wire, connect Bluetooth, and check this thing out. Don't go nowhere. All right, here we go. We're flipped around. We got some stuff already set up here on the test bench. So yeah, to help shorten up the video so you're not bored watching me go through and connect every wire, we got them all connected ahead of time, but I'm still going to run through one by one and show you where each one goes, what to do with it. Talk about the settings. First, all SAM v.2 amplifiers will come with an owner's manual like you see right here. We're also working on getting the full owner's manual uploaded online so you can check it out there. But I'm going to go ahead and put it in the beginning of this video. So any questions, if it's in the owner's manual, you can check it out right here. Just pause it and you can read anything you want to. Now, I don't expect you to read every little detail, but yeah, the stuff's here in the owner's manual. How to start, go over some things. Here's a really big one. We get a lot of people asking for all the little detailed specs. We are working on getting these up on the website right now, every little detail about them. But if you need the certain specs on something, pause the video, check it out right here. All your power ratings, there it is. So another few little diagrams. So just in case you need some schematics, here you go. You can pause the video, check them all out. Each amplifier is highlighted individually, showing all the differences and all the different wiring schematics. All right, so we've got that. Throw that to the side. So starting with our SAM v.2 full Sundown Powersports marine rated waterproof amplifier. These are a fully sealed design. That's why we got the RCAs coming out. They're all fully sealed. We've got what we call pigtails, the wiring harnesses coming out. Everything is sealed up. The back plate is fully sealed up. Now, I already have the side panel removed. This removes simple with a little 2.5 millimeter Allen wrench. The Allen wrench does come with the amplifier. It is included. Remove it right here, and that'll expose your settings. So you got your crossover, you got your gain, and you got a little adjustment if you want to run high pass, low pass, because these are full range. You can run high pass, low pass, or just run it full in that middle. It means no crossover at all. Now we have an input. And let me flip this over. Input and output on the RCAs in case you want to run a head unit. You can use those. Now this is very important to note, only the multi-channels, the 150.2 and the 100.4, the multi-channel amplifiers, have Bluetooth capability. Now, the intention with that is everybody's going to at least run a multi-channel so they can get the speakers and the high-range sound. And then if you decide to run a subwoofer as well, one of our multiple subwoofer amps available monoblocks, you just run your simple output here over to the input on your sub amp, and that daisy chains that signal right on over. So now we're here. We're not going to use those. We're going to do the Bluetooth input, which we'll show on the tablet later. But to start on the wiring side, this is our little 2-channel, the 150.2. So we're going to have 2 channels of speaker output. But starting with our wire, we'll get you in there close. Let's check it out. You got your ground, remote, your positive or your 12 volts. Then you got your speaker wires over there. Now, when wiring these up permanently, I highly recommend solder and heat shrink. Because we're just displaying this on the bench, I'm running a couple temporary terminals to jumper where we run some 4-gauge, some 8-gauge. I got some 4-gauge, just jump over here some terminals to our 8-gauge power wire coming in. So you'll see we've got our black wire is essentially our ground. That's going to go to your frame ground or straight to your battery ground. So on side-by-sides, they don't all usually run a frame ground, so it is okay. You can take this straight to your battery negative. Then there in the middle, our little blue wire. Try and get it from hiding back there. Blue wire is your remote. So that's going to be your turn on. You can wire this, again, if you run a head unit, you can wire it to the remote output in your head unit. Or what most people in off-road applications do is they wire that to a switch. That is the way my personal Polaris RZR is wired up. I have a switch that turns my amps on the back. So that's basically your switched power that turns your amplifier on and off. Over here, you have your constant power. That's your red wire that is hot all the time. You will take that straight to the positive battery terminal in your machine. I do recommend running fuses. Fuse size varies depending on the amplifier, and you can find that information in the owner's manual that I showed you earlier. Next up, we're going wire by wire. We have 2 channels here, a left and a right. I'm going to zoom in there tight. There we go. So you can see the L and the R stands for left and right. So starting all the way to the right, you have your right negative as indicated by the black stripe. Then you have the right positive, left negative, which is white with that black stripe on it, and then the solid white. Now those are going to loop around here to our speakers. So the negative and positive are going to correlate to the negative and positive, or positive and negative on your speakers. So our negatives indicated with the black stripe turn into our black side of our Sundown Audio 16-gauge speaker wire, which is plenty big enough for what we're doing here. This isn't a super powerful amp. We don't need really big speaker wire. So bringing this over, 16-gauge speaker wire. The black wire is our negative, which goes to the, I'm trying to get in there tight for y'all, black terminal there on your speaker. And the white wire goes to the red terminal. That is our positive. Now, it is a 2-channel, but it is capable of running down to a 2 ohm impedance per channel. The Sundown Audio BPS speakers are 4 ohms impedance per speaker. So that means you can run 2 speakers, 2 of these BPS per channel. So here I've got a pair of our 6.5s and a pair of our 8s, and I've got them run parallel together. So basically, because you have a 4 ohm load divided by 2 speakers gives you a 2 ohm load to get maximum power from that SAM 150.2. So that's something I want to highlight in this video. If you want to use one of these 2-channel amps to power 2 speakers, that's great. If you need to power 4 speakers, that's great. It will handle that as well. So that's pretty much it. We've covered wire by wire, everything hooked up, what goes where. Next up, let's dive into the Bluetooth. So doing Bluetooth, first thing you're going to do is you're going to turn your remote on. So let's hit our remote over here. And we're going to see on the side, our lights are going to light up. So the bottom light there that's solid, that is our power light. The top light, I'm trying to get in there close, says BT pairing. That stands for Bluetooth. So that means we got to pair up, and it's going to flash until you get paired. All right, let me get my tablet brought in here. See if we can get around this reflection on it. So turn it on. We're going to go down to our Bluetooth. Oh, sorry about the glare, guys. Let me see. Try and get this stood up in a way. Here we go. So here we go. So I'm swiping down. I'm going to my Bluetooth settings. We are looking for available devices, and bam, there it is. Let me see if I can get in there good. SAM 150.2. So it's very easy to spot in your available devices because literally the name of the amp. So we have it here, SAM 150.2. We're going to connect to that. It's going to ask us, come on, get back. There we go. If we want to pair, bam, we're going to tell it to pair. And then that's it. We are connected for audio, and we have volume control now right here on our tablet. All right, lay this back down. And we're gonna back up out of here. We're gonna go to some music. Now, unfortunately, because this is YouTube, I cannot play any copyrighted music. So I do have some YouTube friendly stuff right here. Title is God Fury. It is available on YouTube in one of their royalty free tracks. So let's click play. Here we go. We got some noise. Now our volume is not all the way up yet. I'm actually going to turn volume down. I want you to be able to see this as I go. We had somebody ask a question. Does it beep when you turn the volume up and down? So as you can see here, the answer is no. Everything is connected. We are playing. There is no beeping when adjusting volume. And I'm simply adjusting the volume control right here on the tablet. This is the same tablet I run as a head unit on my personal Polaris RZR side-by-side. I highly recommend a tablet install. It is awesome because it gives you so much control. But yeah, let's go ahead and turn this up and kind of give you an example of what these speakers can do. All right, so there you go. Hopefully that came across on video pretty good. It is very loud here in our testing room, insanely loud. But yep, tiny little Sam v.2 150.2 amplifier. As you can see, it is well smaller than my tablet there. It is barely bigger than my hand. It is an insanely small amp, but very powerful. It's called a 150.2 because it is rated 150 watts per channel at 4 ohm, but yet plenty of power from the tiny amp and these 4 BPS coaxes. So that's it, guys. Let me know what y'all think. Did it sound pretty loud? Did it come across on camera? This is the new S22 Ultra I've been videoing with lately, and it's doing a really good job at video, really good job at picking up the sound. So fingers crossed it did. I think it will, but let me know in the comments what you think. It doesn't take a lot of power. Tiny amp. This amp is very inexpensive. Speakers, it's going to be insane on your side-by-side, your off-road machine. All these parts, all this equipment available right now. SundownPowersports.com. BPS coaxes, Sam v.2 amplifiers. Check them out. Don't forget, Sundown Unofficial is our merch store. T-shirts, lanyards, koozies, hats, beanies, all kinds of cool stuff. Check that out at sundownunofficial.com. I will put those links in the description. But that's it. If you got any questions, if I didn't cover something, I tried to go wire by wire. If there are any questions, put them in the comments. I'm trying to do best I can to answer any relevant questions in the comments. And that's it, guys. Remember, if you like this video, click that thumbs up for us. Like and subscribe. Share it around. Tell your friends all that cool stuff. And until next time, we will see y'all then.